Hi guys, Nuala O'Connor here, and today I'd like to talk to you a little bit about anger. Something that we rarely like to talk about, but something that can affect us drastically at times. Anger is like anything else, it's an emotion, and I always see emotions as energy in motion. Happiness is an emotion, it's a state, we can think happy thoughts, but to feel happy, that's the thought triggering off the responses in the body through our neurotransmitters and our hormones to actually give us the happy feeling. And it's to do with the thoughts we think. So similarly with anger, thoughts can trigger off anger. Normally the thoughts that trigger anger quite often are subconscious thoughts. Sometimes they're conscious thoughts. It's anger that gets us out of the way of an oncoming car when we're crossing a road and all of a sudden a car comes out of somewhere and we haven't seen it. That's anger that gets us to shift or save a child or whatever, those sorts of things. That's anger kicking in. But we've somehow sort of negativized, I think that might be a new word, we've negativized anger, hate, resentment, jealousy. We see them as negative things. They're there for a reason. They're teaching us something. I, at this stage in my life, see anger as something that's there to protect us. It protects us from hurt. So we've already been hurt, and then we create situations whereby we'll trigger an anger response to protect us. So we'll attack is the best form of defense, is another way of putting it. That can happen through stress responses, constantly happening. But right now, there's a lot of fear around, and I believe that fear will trigger off quite often an anger response purely because we feel we can't cope. And so then we'll trigger off an anger response to try and help protect ourselves in that situation. It's unhelpful when that happens when we're dealing with children, say, for example, at home, or work colleagues, or we've just got so irritated and we're constantly in a stress response and we're triggering anger all the time. So in that state, in that stress state, our immune system can't work. Remember, we have two systems. We have our immune system, which works under rest, and it helps us digest food and repair our body. And then we have our stress system, which works under stress. And when one's triggered, the other can't function, can't work. And that is very indicative when we're stressed. Our immune system can't work. Our digestive system won't work. And it all sort of goes haywire. The thing we need to do right now, especially when we're starting to get back to a little sense of normality, we're allowed to go out that little bit more, meet other people, is boost our immune system. Now we can do that through what we eat, making sure we're eating healthily, and we're taking vitamin D, and we're taking vitamin C, and we're taking zinc, sometimes selenium. That's one way to help us boost our immune system. And then should we get the virus, we can deal with it quite well, unless we're health compromised in some way or very old and our immune system is weak. In those cases, we may need other help or stay isolated. But for those of us who aren't, we need to boost our immune system. And one of the things that we need to calm down is anger. Now, I don't know about you, but as a child, I was taught very early, and I learned very early, that anger is not something we express. Even though we would have felt it was quite justified if somebody else touched our toys, that we could get angry to get them to go away and leave our toys alone, or leave us alone. And then we were told, no, don't do that. No, you're not allowed to shout. No, go away to your room, whatever it was. And we learnt it's not acceptable to express anger or deal with it. So we internalized it. And when you internalize an emotion and you don't allow it to express itself and don't allow it to find its voice and work its way out of your system, then it implodes inside of us and we become self-critical and we don't trust ourselves and we don't trust anybody then, and we start getting paranoid about the world and we trigger the stress response all the time. So how are we going to deal with this? How are we going to calm down the angry state? We're just going to tap on it, just like anything else that I would do. Now, first thing we've got to do is acknowledge we're angry, even though I'm angry. And you might want to say, with so-and-so. I'm angry with the government. I'm angry with whoever created this virus. I'm angry with the virus. I'm angry with my kids because they won't give me the time I need to do my work. I'm angry with my family. I'm angry with whoever. It could be somebody from your past. It could be somebody from your present. And it could be somebody who may be coming into your future that you don't want to work with them, or you don't trust people. Whatever is triggering anger, it's good to acknowledge that first. So that's the first thing we're going to say. Even though I'm angry. You fill in if there's another bit for you after that. Fill it in. Or you might even say, even though I constantly can't seem to calm my angry thoughts or my angry feelings. Acknowledge what's going on for you. That's the first step. That's the half of the combination statement. And then the second part is where we want to go, what we want to be, what we want to feel. And that's calm, or at peace, or love. Whatever it is for you, that would be the absence of anger. So, you know, what's the plus side? What's the flip side of that coin? What are we flipping the script to? So we're taking it from being angry to whatever it is we want to feel. And we're saying it in a truly positive statement. I truly am. And it's present tense. It's right now. Because this is where we want to tune to. Now, you know, on a Friday, I call Friday Forgiveness Friday. And I often say, let yourself off the hook. Well, tapping on anger is letting yourself off the hook. Because when we internalize anger, all sorts of mess up goes on with our immune system. And as I said, it implodes inside of us and it does us no good. It doesn't help us to be in a frequency of success and wellness. So it works in every way to help us deal with anger and frustration and resentment and any other word you might put on it. But it's something that has irritated us. This triggered a stress response in us, and that stress response is fight. That's the anger. Okay, so what we want to do is calm that down. Now, there are occasions when we do need to fight. We do need to get out of the way. We do need to protect ourselves from threat. But there are lots of occasions where we think we're being threatened, like sitting in a traffic jam, and we're not. We're just in a traffic jam. It's not a major life-threatening experience. It's the same if we're sitting with children and they're annoying us and we get angry because the noise level has got so high. It's triggered something in us that has said that's a threat. It's not a threat to our life. It might be a threat to our peace of mind. So there's other ways of dealing with it, but we trigger this massive fight response within us. And sometimes we attack others when it's not called for, either verbally or physically. So we need to calm down, we need to pull back. So let's try a little bit of tapping around doing that, getting ourselves calmed down. So place your hands on your solar plexus. Place your less dominant hand first and place your other hand on top of that. Take a breath. And let's make our statement. Even though I'm angry with, and you might name somebody, or I just can't seem to stop having this angry response at others. So even though, right now, I truly am calm. And that's C-A-L-M, calm. Somebody had difficulty with my accent the other day, so that's why I add that little bit in. Bit of humour. So again, even though I can get angry so easily, or I'm angry at myself, whatever phrase works for you, right now, I truly am calm. One more time. Even though I'm angry, right now, I truly am calm. Just going to remove my glasses. Tapping on the karate chop point. Even though I'm angry, right now, I truly am calm. Turn it over the other side. Even though I'm angry, right now, I truly am calm. 2 fingers under the nose, 2 fingers on the crease of the chin. Even though I'm angry, right now, I truly am calm. Switch those over. Even though I'm angry, right now, I truly am calm. Just tap in here, the inner eye, and the other 2 fingers go under the shoulder, under the collarbone. And the reason I got a bit mixed up was because it just came into my head. If you're new to tapping and you've never seen this before, this is 2 meridian tapping. You're tapping the 2 related energy meridian pathway points together in a certain order to bring balance to our neurotransmitter energies, as well as retuning everything, all our meridians, to this frequency of being truly calm. Switch over. So the left hand will always stay on the left side of the body and the right hand will always stay on the right side of the body, tapping all the points. Even though I can get angry so easily, I truly am calm. Slide out to the outer eye, on the lower ribs, in the front of the body. Even though I can get angry so easily, right now I truly am calm. And switch that over. Even though I can get angry so easily, triggering the stress response, or as a result of the stress response, right now I truly am calm. Sliding down to in front of the ear, little finger and thumb, tip to tip. Even though I can get angry so easily, get irritated with others, right now I truly am calm. Switch that over. Even though I can get angry so easily, triggering a stress response, right now I truly am calm. Upper outer eye, middle finger and thumb. Even though I can get angry so easily, right now I truly am calm. And switch that over. Even though I can get angry so easily, right now I truly am calm. And then come under the eye, under the arm, tapping. Even though I can get so angry so quick, right now I truly am calm. Even though I can get so angry so quick, right now I truly am calm. And then come to the crease of the nose and the upper outer torso. Even though I can get so angry so quickly, right now I truly am calm. Switch it over. Even though I'm so angry with, and you might name somebody, right now I truly am calm. Come under the nose, crease of the chin. Even though I just can't seem to control my anger, it just triggers so quickly at the smallest of things, right now I truly am calm. And switch that around. I truly am calm. And come back to the crackle chop point. I truly am calm. And switch it over. I truly am calm. And then let's come back to the solar plexus for a second. Anger is something we rarely talk about. It's something we generally don't like. We specifically also don't like it when others vent it on us. And that can equally cause us to have another equally high anger response. I remember one time reading a book on children and young people, and how sometimes the best thing to do when they meet you with anger is to actually meet them at their level, so that you get their anger. So meet them up here, but immediately then start to come down yourself, and they'll start to come down with you. And it's totally at a subconscious level that it's working. That can be difficult to do sometimes, especially when it's another adult who is being angry with you, or it could be an adult that's quite dominant or quite oppressive in their ways. But sometimes anger triggers a fear response in us because of previous childhood experiences of anger that we experienced that weren't helpful and that were probably very dominant on us, and so caused us to have this fear of anger. And so then we have people who avoid conflict at all levels because of this fear. So that's another reason why we need to tap. We need to tap on even though I fear anger. So let's go. Tapping the karate chop point. Even though I can fear anger, I can fear angry people and avoid confrontation, I truly trust myself. Switch over to the other side. Even though I can fear anger, fear angry people, and fear being angry myself, right now I truly am safe. Under the nose, crease of the chin. Even though all my past experiences of anger have been negative, right now I truly am safe. And switch those around. Even though I have a fear of anger, a fear of angry people, and I avoid confrontation, right now I truly am safe. Inner eye, under the collarbone. Even though I have a fear of anger, a fear of confrontation, and I avoid angry people, right now I truly am safe. Switch it around. Even though I fear anger, I fear confrontation, right now I truly am safe. Outer eye, lower ribs, still on the front of the body. Even though I fear anger, I fear confrontation, right now I truly am safe. Switch that over. Even though I fear anger, I fear confrontation, I run away from it, right now I truly am safe. Slide out to just in front of the ear. On this hand, it's the little finger and the thumb. Even though I fear anger, I fear confrontation, right now I truly am safe. Switch that over. Even though I fear anger, I fear confrontation, right now I truly am safe. Upper outer eyebrow, middle finger and thumb. Even though I fear anger and I fear confrontation, and it triggers a stress response in me, right now I truly am safe. Switch that over. Even though I fear anger, I fear confrontation, and all that fear triggers a stress response in me, right now I truly am safe. Come under the eye, under the arm. Even though I fear anger, I fear confrontation, and that fear triggers a stress response in me, right now I truly am safe. Switch that over. Even though I fear anger, I run from confrontation, and all that seems to do is trigger a stress response in me, right now I truly am safe. Come to the crease of the nose, upper outer torso. Even though I fear anger, I fear confrontation, and all that fear triggers a stress response in me, right now I truly am safe. Switch it over. Even though I fear anger, I fear confrontation, and it triggers a stress response in me, right now I truly am safe. Come back to under the nose and the crease of the chin. I truly am safe. Switch those over. I truly am safe. And come back to here. I truly am safe. And back to here. One thing we have to remember is that most of our reactions to things are due to subconscious thought patterns and beliefs that we have from previous experiences in our lives, normally, generally in childhood, but not always. Any trauma can leave us with a traumatic felt cellular memory that can be triggered off when the stress response is triggered. So we have to remember that. Indeed, those memories even trigger the stress response as well. And it's important that we have that self-talk in ourselves, that when we do feel a reaction to something, whether it's anger or fear, that we get used to telling ourselves, okay, that's something from the past, it's not right now. Right now we're okay. Right now we're safe. And that's what this tapping is about. So the best way to do this is to try and remember and bring up a felt experience of you being angry or you being afraid of anger. And then tapping, even though I fear anger, while you have this memory, right now I truly am safe. Or even though I'm angry, right now I truly am calm. So let's go one last round. And even though we're easily irritated, or even though a stress response is easily irritated in me, right now, I truly am at peace. Even though a stress response can be easily triggered in me, I can be easily irritated, right now, I truly am at peace. Even though a stress response can be easily triggered in me, right now, I truly am at peace. And switch those around. Even though a stress response can be easily triggered in me, right now, I truly am at peace. Because remember, anger is a stress response. Fear is a stress response. That's what we trigger. That's what we feel in us. Inner eye, under the collarbone. Even though I'm constantly triggering a stress response through being angry, through thinking angry thoughts, thinking fearful thoughts, right now, I truly am at peace. Switch that around. Even though my angry and fearful thoughts are triggering a stress response, right now, I truly am at peace. Outer eye, lower ribs, still the front of the body. Even though angry and fearful thoughts are triggering a stress response in me, right now, I truly am at peace. Even though angry and fearful thoughts are triggering a stress response in me, right now, I truly am at peace. Front of the ear, little finger and thumb. Even though angry and fearful thoughts are triggering a stress response in me, right now, I truly am at peace. Switch that over. Even though angry and fearful thoughts are triggering a stress response in me, right now, I truly am at peace. Middle finger, eyebrow. Even though angry and fearful thoughts are triggering a stress response in me, right now, I truly am at peace. Switch over. Oops. Even though angry and fearful thoughts are triggering a stress response in me, right now, I truly am at peace. Come under the eye, under the arm. Even though angry and fearful thoughts are triggering a stress response in me, right now, I truly am at peace. Switch that over. Even though angry and fearful thoughts are triggering stress responses in me, right now, I truly am at peace. Nose, upper outer torso. Even though angry thoughts are triggering a stress response in me, right now, I truly am at peace. Switch that over. Even though angry and fearful thoughts are triggering a stress response in me, right now, I truly am at peace. Under the nose, crease of the chin. Even though angry and fearful thoughts are triggering a stress response in me, right now, I truly am at peace. And switch that over. Even though angry, fearful thoughts are triggering a stress response in me, Right now, I truly am at peace. And come back. I truly am at peace. I truly am at peace. And let's put our hands back on our solar plex area. Close our eyes and just feel that peace. Feel into it. Feel how your body has calmed down. And maybe there's a colour or an image or a word other than peace that helps you feel even deeper peace. The colour coming to me right now is green. It's a deep, calm, warm green colour. And if a colour comes to you, or green fits for you, just allow that colour to totally come from the top of your head like a shower of rain, throws it down over you, and allow it just to tingle in through your cells, in through your skin, into every cell in your body, and fill you with even deeper peace. A peace that brings understanding. Understanding, the ability to stand under. That's what understanding is. The ability to stand under or stand in the feet of another, stand under their situation and see it from their point of view. So just allow this sense of peace that brings that understanding of yourself, the ability to stand under yourself and get yourself, the ability to figure it out for yourself, figure out why you're triggering stress response, figure out the fear, and maybe not even figure it out, just transform it to the nice, peaceful, deep green colour, or whatever colour came to you. Just allow it to flood through your whole body, every cell, and vibrate. Retune every single cell vibration to this vibration of deep peace, relaxation, detached awareness, calm, you may feel your whole body just start to relax, fall back into the chair. Your breathing may get slower. And all you can see is green. Green fields, green leaves on trees. And every time you see that green, you think peace. You feel peace. The thought peace brings peace. And if your mind wanders to a stress, or a person, or anger, or fear, allow those worries just to float up into the sky like clouds. And then come back into the deep peace. And in that place of deep peace, forgive yourself for all the destructive, angry thoughts that you have about yourself, about not being good enough, not trusting yourself, not believing in yourself, not putting yourself first. And then fill yourself full of love and peace and joy, just for this time. And remember, you can go back to that place of peace and love and joy and through this tapping video, or just by sitting and putting your hands on your solar plexus and taking a breath or two and imagining that colour again, or whatever it is that brings you peace. The more peaceful we can feel, the less angry we'll be, the less we'll trigger a stress response, and the more our immune system will work for our benefit. And that's what we need. We need a good, healthy immune system. So keep up the good work. Keep tapping. Keep breathing. Keep taking vitamin C, vitamin D, and zinc. Keep drinking water, eating good fruit and veg, exercising, getting to bed at a good time. And most of all, keep believing in yourself and your ability to get through this. And that's how we'll all get through it. One person at a time. Happy tapping, guys. Happy Friday. And have a good weekend. See you on Monday. Bye.